1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three.
Hello?
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
You need to do the file.
Okay, I'll do the one.
Is it recording?
Hi!
I'm Alisa.
Hi, I'm Marge.
Welcome to the MediterrAsian podcast.
Welcome.
Again. We are here for episode 5. That's a 5. Great. Episode 5. And we thought today, you know what? We are going to freestyle.
Yeah.
We are going to take it as it is.
Well, we're a bit cheating. We have some just guide questions, but just to give us an idea. But today we just want to...
Let's see where the episode brings us.
Mm-hmm. But quick fire, Ali.
Okay.
Quick fire.
Spicing
Ali.
things up.
Morning or night person?
Night.
Okay. Rainy.
I want to be a morning person, but that doesn't work for now.
Rainy day inside or sunny day outside?
Sunny day outside.
Okay. Street food or fancy restaurant?
That's a difficult one.
Be quick.
Quick. Street food.
Street food. Okay. Big city energy or small town vibe?
Small town vibe.
Cook at home or eat out?
Cook at home.
Okay, that's my 5.
Nice.
You have something for me?
Okay. I have. Okay, Marsh. Book or movie?
Book.
Souvenirs, yes or no?
Yes.
What a question, right? All the magnets, right?
That's the best decision you're ever gonna do.
Call first or text first?
Text.
Return to your favorite places or always discover new ones?
Return.
Yes.
I think.
What is one place you would return right away?
About what? Food? What? Food?
Anything could be.
Home.
Good one. Sing in the shower, yes or no?
Ooh, depends if there's someone around, but most probably yes.
So yes, if there's nobody around.
Yes, nobody around.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that they will hear me, but I think yes. Yes. Yeah.
Good.
That's it. That's a 5. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. How are we gonna go through this? How have you been?
I've been doing good. Actually, I just came back from a holiday.
Yeah.
I've been to the Dolomites for 10 days.
Yeah.
And I just came back to the Netherlands and actually back to fall. Besides the last 2 days, which has been very, very warm.
Weather was nice there when you were there?
It was very nice, yeah. I mean, not every day, but definitely it was still sunny. So we could do a lot of hiking around. And actually, there were 2 days where it was super sunny. Actually, 3 days when we did the biggest hikes.
Yeah,
it was great weather. So that was perfect for hiking.
Okay, and then once you're back, how is it?
Back to the Netherlands?
Yeah, back to the Netherlands.
Well, it was
because
like
the weather.
The day we came back was really rainy. No, it was a bit sad. So when you come back from holiday,
always,
and then the weather is bad. It's like it makes it extra sad that you're back, and then you need to go back to your routine, which is nice, but also to work and everything. It's like, I wish I was again on holiday.
Responsibilities, yeah. But that's also why it's a holiday, right? Because you have the peak that it feels so good to be on holiday. And it just feels so miserable when you're back.
Eventually you just need to go back to your routine.
Yeah, eventually.
And then you're fine again. So it just takes one day. Like you come home, you just put everything in the wash.
Yeah, because one way or the other, we gotta suck it up. Yeah, this is real life, babe.
Exactly,
you gotta work. Where
exactly.
It's not like we were not born with, how do you call it? Silver spoon in your mouth.
Yeah. I guess.
Do you have that kind of, how do you call that?
Way of saying
as well? Yeah. I
don't think this one I have. But it was a nice holiday. It was being in the nature. Yeah, it gives you that energy, that power back. So it's so like when you are in the mountains and the Dolomites are so majestic.
Yeah.
I was just so impressed. Yeah. It just makes you feel so small and so, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, when we went there last year, during summer, it was very warm as well. But
because you've been in June.
I was there for June, yes. So it was warm, a little bit more crowded. Based on the photos you showed me, we had a little bit more crowd at that time. But yeah, it was indeed the feeling that it just makes you feel small, but in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way. It's just more of like when you're in the top of the mountain, you see everything. Everything, as you said, the word majestic.
Yeah.
Everything, you see the valley, how just so beautiful.
So green also, so green.
So beautiful. And then you were like, it makes you feel so small that why am I so stressing over
Like
I
this
don't
little thing,
know, yeah,
right?
that I didn't send the email on time. I don't know those things.
Yes.
It's like I feel so small that that the world is so vast that I am not even forgetting to take a hike and look at this.
Yeah. Just stop for a second and
Yeah.
then just contemplate nature.
Yeah.
And I think we are very blessed
Yeah.
with that. Like we are so lucky to have such beautiful places, to live a beautiful world eventually.
And still,
like, every
it's
place
still
has its...
it's still everything now has value or price, but it's for free.
Yes.
You have to hike. That's the price that you have to pay. But come on,
Yeah.
who wouldn't want to do that for that majestic place? Like seriously.
Yeah. You can stay out the entire day. You can make it as long as you want.
Mm-hmm.
You can get sandwiches at the supermarket, make it yourself
Yeah,
or whatever.
doesn't
like
matter.
Get some protein bars
Yeah.
and then just go and then
Just sit
you
there
are,
for a while, contemplate about your life. Even if you want to deep dive into a much more existential crisis, you can.
You can. You can just sit, you can sleep. There were cows as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I got...
Oh yeah, the cows.
Yeah, the cows are so beautiful.
Yeah.
So I have also plenty of photos of those. And actually, I was talking about it with somebody, and they told me, you know, that if you sit in like between cows, they will just come to you and sit next to you. I was like, I didn't
wanted
know.
to. I really wanted to, because I told you, right? One of my dreams is to have a farm.
Yes.
Because I wanted to have a cow, horses, and something like that.
Yeah.
But when they're so in front of you, it's so scary though. Because also when there's group of cows, I don't know what you call the group of cows, and they're watching you, right? When you're walking, they watch you. And I'm like, they're so big
awkward.
and huge. Yeah, it's like, are they mad or something? I don't know, but my boyfriend was very close to them, and then they were touching them or something. But I gotten so scared. But I feel like they're very, very sensitive. They kind of mirror your energy. That's why
peaceful,
also,
right?
yeah, that
They
when you
are-
sit on the floor, they can see like, okay, this person is chill. Let's chill,
Yeah.
man.
So let me just hang out with them.
Yeah,
So
but did
that's,
you able to touch them or pet them?
I gave some grass to one of them. She
Is
was
it
so beautiful.
allowed? Is it allowed?
I guess so.
Yeah,
It's
well,
just,
yeah.
they're
You
eating
didn't-
grass, either whether it is 5 meters away or
Okay,
like, I
okay,
think it's
okay.
all right. And also meeting people. There were so
You
many
met
people
people?
hiking.
Yeah.
Yes, there was one time that we just stopped to have a drink in one of the huts that are in the mountains. And we just sat at this table with other people. There was another Dutch couple.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this lady from the US.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in pension, and she said, okay, now I have the time, I'm gonna go hiking
Yeah.
in Europe. And it was just telling stories.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's one of the things that my boyfriend and I, whenever we travel, we were like, we should talk to people more. Because well, I admit it, I don't know, when you're in that moment, usually talking or meeting new people comes later. It's not your priority because you
no,
wanted
you have
to
just
see,
a list of things you want to do,
you
or
wanted to see
places you want to
things.
see.
Yeah, exactly. And then you go to these places assuming that these people are also there for a reason, same reason as you, that is more of getting there to see the place, trying new stuff or whatever, not meeting you. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I really wanted to do that more. At least for us, we said, like, as a couple, like, why aren't we doing that? We're still young. I still feel like we're still very young.
Yeah,
and why aren't we
exactly.
expanding our...
Network a bit.
Yeah, because it's very hard to find friendships at this age. I mean, of course, you're not gonna build a long-lasting friendship with the people that you just randomly saw in a travel. Don't get me wrong. It's also a chance, but it's just, why not put that in the mix? I don't know.
Yeah, and somehow also the feeling that they can give you something back.
Yeah, again, with those stories that you heard
Yeah.
from those people, also with us.
Or suggestions as well,
Yeah.
because we were really talking about hiking.
Yeah.
Because that's the common things. The common thing, and in that moment of all these people sitting at this table, right?
Yeah.
We are all there to hike and
Yeah.
to be in the nature and be active, right?
I
So
said also
giving each other
going back
tips.
to the basic, that not everything is in the internet. Yeah, I wanted to do this because they said that the level of this hike is moderate or something like that. I can do it or whatever. But indeed, talking to just people who's actually there doing the same experience as you, maybe they would do more or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. We're just asking tips. Oh, I need to go in this direction. Oh, we just came from there, and you just
Yeah.
go in that on that road and
Yeah.
take that path, and then it's just
I just thought of something when we were, I don't know if I think it's hiking as well because it's on top of the mountains. We were in the Philippines like years ago, probably 6-7 years ago. We were hiking this mountain. It's called Osmeña Peak. In south of the Philippines. We don't know because usually my boyfriend and I, when we travel, we don't plan as much. So we were just we in scooter and then we were just driving around. And then we saw that, oh, there's a big picture that, oh, this is the Osmeña Peak. You go there, you walk here or whatever. So we're like, you want to do it? Okay, let's do it. So I was wearing flip-flops. He's wearing, flip-flops. Those, I don't know how you call it, the slip-ons.
Yeah, slip-ons.
Those kinds of things. We were like, okay, and then we don't have any backpack, no water, because again, we're just roaming around. There's just this tourists as well. They're Americans. They said like, very good outfit for this. And I'm like, why? Well, you will see when you go up.
It's gonna
up
be
there
tough.
because they're like, and then then from there they always notice like, are you doing this in slippers? And I'm like, I'm fine. I mean, I live my entire life wearing slippers. I will be fine for sure. If needed, I will even remove my slippers. And then when I got to the peak, I'm like, oh, okay, I get what you mean. Because it's really, you really go literally on top of a rock.
How much was the elevation? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know. Why am I on flip-flops? I don't understand. I have my phone with me.
Well, I think when you are in locations where there's ocean or the beach, sometimes you just don't plan, and then you need to be, especially being in Bali. I saw people hiking also with to the beach up and down. Oh, that's you. Yeah, that's flip-flops.
There. Where were we? We're
at
in
hiking. In
See?
flip-flops.
In
No, but you
flip-flops.
also been to the Dolomites, so you also had a nice experience there last year.
Yeah, but we were during the summer, and then we were with our dog, so we drove there. It was longer than I thought, actually.
The drive from the Netherlands.
Yeah, because my boyfriend, he's been going to Italy before, and he said, 8 hours, 9 hours probably. But when we started driving, it was 13 hours. So I'm like,
But is that because of traffic or because you have a dog and then you need to stop more often?
no,
Or
it was 13 hours in the maps.
okay.
So I was not
It is a
mentally
bit
prepared for that because I was mentally prepared for 8 hours. It's still a big difference, no? It's still a big
Yes,
difference.
a few hours more than I need to. And you cannot sleep, right, in the car? Or
I
you
can.
sleep.
I can.
And
I have to. Well,
Okay.
I want to. I want
But you
to,
can't.
but I can't. It's just more of like I don't want him to sleep.
Yeah. So you need
because-
to look,
Yeah.
check to make sure that he's not falling asleep.
Yeah, but also we left in the middle of the night, like I don't know, 2-3 in the morning. So we started driving.
That's the best time because
Yeah.
then you can skip a lot of traffic jams.
Exactly. And we're already skipping, but we took 13 hours.
Yeah.
So when we got there to our Airbnb, he's just very, very, very tired. And the experience with the Dolomiti was also very amazing because it's very close to the nature. The owner, our Airbnb is actually in a farm. They are farmers, so they have cows all over. In the morning, you can hear the cow bells. Yeah. Because you can see it there and they're just eating or whatever. Of course, you can smell the cow too. But
Yes.
again, you are in holiday mode, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter
It
really.
doesn't matter. Also, if you can see how pretty it is, doesn't matter what's the smell. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else is just perfect.
Yeah.
And it's part of the experience, right?
Yeah.
Like
but
in the
if
mountains.
you ask me, like the one you asked me in the quick fire, that if there's a place that I wanted to go back again and again, Dolomiti for sure, because it's such a very big place that 10 days, I can also assume for you, 10 days is
the
not
same.
enough.
When I was there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back for sure. It
Yeah.
was just just so peaceful and so
Mhm.
I don't know. That place had something magical.
Yeah. And especially, I don't know about anything about Italy, but when I was there, at least our Airbnb, she also doesn't speak the normal Italian, if you can, I can call it like that.
It's
So
really a mix there.
yeah, it's really a mix, and they also have their own dialect. They also speak German.
Exactly.
But it's not also a German. It's also a Swiss German-ish.
I think it is really a mix.
Yeah. So because also my boyfriend speaks German, but they also
couldn't
cannot
understand,
each other, so it's also weird. But for you, does it feel like Italy?
I think there were a lot of Italians. They do speak Italian, of
Well,
course.
tourists or locals?
Locals.
Okay.
But it happened a couple of times that we were in the huts, really in the mountains, and there were these people that work there. I think a person was a bit older, one a bit younger, maybe they were mother and daughter or something. And they were talking with some people there. They were talking a language that was like, okay, what is this? I cannot understand. And then at some point they come to take your order. So like you talk a bit of English, a bit of German, a bit of Italian. It was a bit like funny if you look back. But I was trying to listen and see if I could understand anything, but not really. So there was like...
But wait, just the language. But in any other areas, do you feel like it is Italy? Like with food, for example, with, I don't know, the views, does it feel like Italy to you?
I think the food, yes. The food, yes. The place itself reminds me a bit more of Switzerland. I think when you just cross the border, I've been... with the car with my family in the past, you drive around and then you can see this green, like this color is just like, it reminds you of Switzerland. Like the green is just greener, the colors are just more intense, the blue.
Yeah, the blue is
so
more
that's,
blue. If that makes sense, the blue is more blue.
Yeah.
Because I've never been to, that's also why when people tell me, have you been to Italy? I don't know if I can say Dolomiti is in Italy. I can only say, yeah, I've been to Dolomiti, because Dolomites in my head is just this pure nature, grass, greenery, or also mountains. There's also ice in the mountains. Very
touristy as well, right?
Yeah. So if you really want to go to Dolomiti, it's more of the nature part. So in Italy, in my head, if I want to go to Italy, then I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
The food is like so much different. Also, the culture is very different. So that's also one thing that we or you still need to bring me.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about it earlier, so we just need to just book a flight because it's still alright from the Netherlands.
Yeah, because the last
Italy.
time that we had a holiday together was
March,
was it
February.
Year? Is this year?
Yeah, but it feels like ages ago, right?
This year? Oh yeah.
And it was Budapest.
It was Budapest, yeah.
It was also a very nice city.
Very nice city. I was surprised.
Yeah.
And where do you want to go next?
Good questions. There are some places in Spain, like Barcelona. I've never been.
Okay. Wait,
but
where is this? I mean, do you want to go together or just you?
Oh no, together.
Together. Okay.
But I know that you've been to Barcelona, right? So
no, I've never been.
I know you never.
I've never been.
Okay.
But
Then
they said
maybe
it's a bit too touristic right now.
Yeah, very touristic.
Yeah.
I also heard some people didn't feel it's super safe or perceive that
probably.
very safe, but
I don't know.
I don't know
either.
It's still like with the Sagrada Familia.
Yeah.
It would be nice to visit.
Yeah,
once.
for sure.
Also Sevilla.
I've been to Sevilla.
That you've
I've
been.
to Sevilla.
Other places I don't know. I'm also
So
in
it's
the
more
mood.
in Spain. You wanted to.
These are two things on top of the list, let's say, but also in the north, at some point maybe Norway or Copenhagen.
That's true.
Or I'm also open to, I have to say, to just look at the map and discover maybe a place that is not super famous, but maybe from there you can, I don't know.
Also, how we
find
discovered
something.
Budapest. Well, we know where Budapest is. It's more of like we look at the flight
the
tickets.
flights, yeah. Exactly.
What's the
so I'm really
cheapest?
open. Like
what's
there's
the
not,
cheapest and what's more easier for us because we live close to the airport in a sense. Yeah, what's closest to this airport?
So that's a bit. I'm more open to that. Like just find out what's out there, and I don't have per se a list where it's like, oh, this is the next things I want to do.
Yeah.
Whatever comes, I think that's always a new experience.
For me also, I just wanted to, because I still consider that I'm very, very new in Europe and I still want to do or see so much of Europe. Spain alone, huge. There's so many places you can go to. You can go to the islands. You can go to the big cities, like what you said, Barcelona. I also wanted to go to Madrid. But there's also so many places that I didn't think that exist.
And I also liked, actually, in May, I've been to Tenerife.
Oh, yeah.
And there, also renting a car and then going around, then you have a bit more freedom to also visit smaller villages or places, right? Yeah. To your question earlier, I answer smaller cities or villages. I do also like the bigger city. I think you need to visit them once. Like give you an example of New York, for example. That's majestic also. like you need to see it once in your life, especially if you don't live in a place where there are so many skyscrapers. Like it's crazy when you see them. It's like, whoa, they're huge.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like small villages,
They give
really
so much
translate
character.
the character of the place.
Yeah.
So that's also, they have something special. But indeed, you come from the Philippines, so you said for you Europe is
still very new.
Exactly.
I still wanna discover what is Europe, what Europe can offer, and also I have friends from Cyprus. I have friends from Madrid. You from north of Italy. I've never been there even. That's also one of the things that why we are not doing that
more. Yeah, I agree.
I know. Why are we not doing that? We have 2 days off in a week. After work, Friday evening, let's say, and then you go somewhere, fly somewhere.
Then you have a weekend away.
Just a weekend away. I don't know why we're not doing it. Oh,
so after this episode, we are gonna book something.
I think we have to. Also, it's just, I think we have to. It's just more get out of it. Don't get me wrong. I really still think it's still a very, very big privilege that we have that capability to just do that. Yeah. It would be great that we're doing that. Why are we not taking advantage of that?
Because going out in a restaurant here in the Netherlands,
it's the same as the fly.
It's the same. Okay, yeah, that also. It's a bit more expensive. But I mean, like, we can go out for dinner in the Netherlands on Saturday, but maybe also in Barcelona. You just need to get there and then,
Oh, I just thought of the, you remember Pete from Friends? Monica and Pete? The millionaire? You remember their first date, their second date, first date? He flew her to Italy, to Rome. Oh my God!
Let's do that.
What do you want to eat for dinner? Pizza. Okay, I know a place. And they went to Rome. And I'm like,
amazing. Can you imagine someone doing that for you? Like, just pack your bag. We are going.
I mean, okay. I really think
extreme,
that's extreme, but he was a billionaire. But but it's just like, see, we have the opportunity to do that because we just live nearby.
In the airport,
And it's just so funny that you and I are friends for years now. I haven't been to your place. You haven't been to my place.
You need to visit. Yeah. Also, that's for me something that I really want to do, like travel to Asia more.
Okay. You've been to what Asian
Indonesia
places? Okay, Indonesia.
To Bali, which is also more touristic.
But that's also one thing.
Regular.
I think it's like Dolomiti. Bali is also different than Indonesia.
Yeah, than the rest of the of the country. Yeah. So that's also one thing. And
Japan. You've been to Japan.
Japan also. Yeah. And that would be nice, Thailand, but also Philippines. The photos that you show me every time, I'm like, this place looks gorgeous.
Yeah, but I think to me as well. Also, that's also why I keep on going back home to the Philippines because I myself haven't traveled much within the Philippines. Yeah. So I'm going back home soon later this year. Of course, I'm gonna visit the family, friends. We're gonna see each other. We're gonna try to catch up on things and whatnot. But we also put ourselves in a holiday mode while on a holiday mode. You know those feeling that when you are on holiday, especially going back home, I assume in Italy, you have a series of things that you need to do. You need to see people that you need to catch up with and all of that. So somehow it is a holiday, but also felt a little bit more of an obligation or responsibility. Not in a negative way. It's just more of like, you're there. Of course, you're going to hang out with your family. You need to have a dinner with your friends and all of that. For us, we also have, because we're going to be in the Philippines for 3 weeks, 2 of those weeks is just more of catching up with everything, people, and do
giving
shopping.
Enough time to that part of the trip.
Yeah, and then we have 1 week that is actually on holiday that we're not doing anything besides actually seeing new things, going to the islands, probably snorkeling or swimming and whatnot. So that's that kind of thing that I'm still very much looking forward to because I don't know what to expect as well. Even though I am from the Philippines, but I live in Manila.
Because you also mentioned to me once the number of islands that you have.
Yeah, we have 7,000 plus.
It's a lot.
I think 7,700 or 7,107, something like that. But we have 7,000.
Yeah, then there's plenty to visit.
Yeah.
But I had the same feeling now with going to the Dolomites. I also never been there, so for me it was the first time. Mm-hmm. And also Italy has so much to offer. Yeah. So much that you can see. Besides the big cities, could be Firenze, Roma, Milano, very city trips. But you have also very different landscapes. Every place has something different, something extra or something. Yeah, just beautiful. It's beautiful in itself.
But that's the thing as well. It's very subjective. It's very subjective because, as you said, Dolomiti for you is also a new thing. You've never been there. So it's very, very majestic for you. But I just wonder for people who are living there their entire lives, maybe they also crave for cities like Milano, cities
that is
like
majestic,
Roma.
like,
Then to them, it's like very majestic.
Yeah.
It's just a very odd but very amazing perspective if you look into it. Because also people ask me like, oh, where to go in the Philippines? I cannot share much because I've never been around much. I can only say, don't go to these places because these are the places that I've been with that I've been in that I didn't enjoy. It's just very weird that we are living in a different country now that we can't suggest, or at least for me, I can't suggest much what the Philippines can offer. When people tell me like where the place to go, okay, these are the places that I heard is best place to go
from other
people as well, which is now I'm actually checking that myself, but still takes time, but I'm still checking that myself. But also I always tell people when they ask me like what's the best place in the Philippines, I always say, to be honest, the best thing to do in the Philippines, or the best thing that you can discover in the Philippines, is the people, because
the culture,
just
more
the
than a place,
culture.
maybe.
Yeah, there's also more than a place, because I think Philippines, Thailand, the neighboring countries, they kind of somehow have the same things to offer. You have great beaches, you have great views, mountains, food and whatnot, but the people is something that's very different. That's also what you said with, that's why you wanted to go small villages, because it has its own character. For countries like this that are very close to one another, they offer the same things, but in terms of something more personal, then it has a different of their own flavor. So I think that's also the biggest thing for me with Asia, because also with Japanese people, they have also a different, very, very much culture in terms of communication with foreigners and whatnot. Thai as well, Philippines as well.
But also asking the question, oh, where should I go in the Philippines? I mean, you just mentioned you have 7,000 islands.
Yeah. How?
If someone asks me, okay, where should I go in Italy? But it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for the mountains, then
exactly.
Like you need to be in the north.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's isn't it a sensitive thing to ask? Like, if I wanna get the best Italian food, where do I go?
Yeah, but it depends again what food, right?
Okay.
I mean, if you tell me pizza, then you need
Napoli.
to go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's, or if you want anything else, depending, every region has its own typical food.
Yeah, but that's also one thing in the Philippines, because people only know the one that are very known in the Luzon region, the biggest region, which is much more like the typical lumpia, adobo, those kinds of things. But I know for a fact that each province has their own national or provincial dish that I myself haven't even tried, that maybe would be very, very interesting. If you are from a certain country, and then of course people ask you certain things, just asking suggestion out of innocence, of course, but it's also kind of like, I truly wanted to share something with you,
and
but
help you,
I don't know. I really don't know.
I just visited, 10% of my country, right?
Exactly. If I'm lucky and I get to visit 10% of the country and I can share something with you.
Exactly.
But same as you, I only go to places that are very well known, because you wanna...
The must see, right?
Yeah.
Or check your
You wanna
bucket
check
list.
your bucket list. Yeah, exactly.
I have to say that, talking about food, I've been to Japan in my last biggest trip that I did last year.
You've been 3 weeks, right?
3 weeks.
3 weeks,
and there was this little village by Mount Fuji,
Mm-hmm.
and they had the best Italian restaurant. I've eaten so well.
It's so... Okay.
I've eaten there 3 times in the entire
Japan,
trip.
and then it's okay.
And then you eat Italian, right?
No, but that's also that's what a lot of people say. Like, Japanese people always find a way to make things better, because they're really
perfect, right?
Expert into things, and they will not stop until they reach the expert level.
And I did in that restaurant.
Yeah.
It was so hidden also to find it.
How did you find it though?
Google Maps.
Okay. No, but how did you find it in the first place? Before you go to Google Maps and...
Yeah, I think we were just looking for a place to have dinner.
Oh,
and then
okay.
You're eating noodles or ramen for a few days, then you kind of crave for a change of pace.
Yeah.
Seems like a good restaurant. Then you look, I don't know, reviews or like the photo of the food, right, on Google Maps. And then you go there like with that expectations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just, I don't know, I was amazed. The pasta was really good. The pizza was okay. It was not the regular pizza. but still was good food. And they had also wine, so red wine. And the fantastic thing that when I read the menu, they had a typical dish from my region in Italy, which you almost never find in a restaurant because it's so local, so specific.
Yeah.
I was amazed. I was like, really? They have this? I had to send a photo to my parents.
Yeah.
Like in Japan, in this small village.
Yeah.
So there must be somebody that has
Traveled,
been in Piemonte and has tried that and said, okay, I'm going to put it on my menu because otherwise
because
how?
also they loved it so much that
Yes.
No,
So-
you can't just Google these things and say
No.
like, oh, I want that. I'm gonna put that in my menu. No,
Yeah.
somebody
You
had
must
that
have tried
experience.
that and say, okay, this is good and this could work. The menu was in perfect Italian. And that sometimes is still something that is cringy sometimes when I go to Italian places and they write burrata, and I'm like,
What's the difference? Double R, double T.
Yeah, it must be double R. And if it's
Burrata.
so it's just a bit
Not burrata.
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So and that's not the only thing, right?
Yeah, but also
Almost perfect.
I mean, not to be rude or anything. If they cannot perfect the menu, what about
Are
the
you
food?
Italian?
You were like,
No.
I was like, do you really know how to make the food if you don't know how to
spell?
Just
That's a question. Oh, that's really solid. That's still like when you live abroad, those things just make a different impact. Like you just pay attention to those things a bit more.
Yeah,
when you're
it's not
abroad.
that it's gonna change the taste of the food, but it's the mindset. I think. It
Have you ever tried Filipino food here in the Netherlands?
Yeah, that's good.
No.
I'm sorry, it's not good because
Is it actually Filipino?
Yeah,
or
well, yeah.
it's just a mix? Because I feel like there's much more of a mix of Asian food here than.
But I think it's just Filipino food doesn't really haven't really gotten their spotlight in culinary space at all because
In Europe or in the Netherlands.
all over the world.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really a big
Knowledge.
right? No, it
Yeah.
doesn't have its scene yet. I mean I hope eventually, but I think the biggest thing of it all is just Filipino food, the real Filipino food is really homey. So
Yeah.
it's not something that a fancy restaurant would sell because it's basically very homey. It's always
More street food type?
no, it's more very homey.
Homey, yeah.
It's always with rice or something that is very I'm saying it homey in a sense that in Philippine homes, whatever you have at home, you will work something out of it. There's no certain recipe how to do it. I mean, one of the famous dish we have, it's called adobo. It's really anything that you can find from your fridge. It's just main meat, whatever meat you want, vinegar, soy sauce, garlic, and pepper.
That's very simple.
That's it. And that's the thing. And I think that's also why Filipino food doesn't have, or at least not yet, its own spotlight because I think, I mean, I'm dumb. I don't know anything about culinary, but I think it's very hard for that kind of simple dish to elevate. If you know what I mean.
And to be in a restaurant in that sense, like to
Yeah.
have the sophistication.
Yeah, exactly. To elevate it, to make it look, I don't know, pretty or I don't know. I mean, I know some I know from the internet or from MasterChef or whatever.
Yeah.
There's always Filipino dishes that they try to serve and whatnot. But I think it's just the spotlight of it all worldwide is not yet fully there because there's no specific standard that this particular dish has to be this particular ingredients. Because again, it's homey. I can put whatever in there. Sometimes even I made one time adobo at home and then I put potatoes in them, which is fine. And then I remember one of my Dutch friends are like, I'm so confused right now because you already have rice for carbs and then you still have potatoes for carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but that's not carbs in my head. That's
It's vegetable.
vegetables.
Also in my head.
Something like that. Or like, if I don't want to put potato, I can put beans instead, but with the same base.
Yeah.
So I can just put whatever
But
I
that
want.
was what I had at home at the time.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
I
what
felt
I have
like
at home,
adding
yeah.
it because maybe
Exactly. But I think that's also why when people go to the Philippines, they have this impression that, oh, Filipinos only eat street food. deep fried or
The
not
biggest
healthy.
stereotype.
The stereotype, which I totally get it, because again, it hasn't gotten its own spotlight, and you gotta be, I guess, local enough. Yeah, you gotta be local enough. You have been around enough to know the places to go, because again, it's very homey. One of my Dutch friends says, like, when they went to the Philippines, they got back, they're like, oh, people are so nice, but the food is just too oily for me. And I cannot defend that, because it's very true.
Yeah.
Because probably they go to the typical places, restaurants that are mixed.
Or for
with-
tourists.
Yeah. In Filipino homes in itself, it's very, very different. I still believe that Filipino food is very healthy because we always have vegetable in it. And there's always, our parents always have a way of hiding these vegetables. Because
Somehow
they gotta have to feed us the vegetable. So they always find a way to feed us.
which is not always kids' favorite.
No. For example, I remember growing up that in spaghetti we put carrots. You hide it. You how do you call it?
Small pieces.
Small pieces or casca? No, not casca.
Julienne.
No, julienne is type of cut.
Okay.
Shred? No, shred.
Yes, slices.
Grind? No.
No, it's not grind. This is a typical struggle of multilingual people. How do you say that?
I don't know.
Well, I think
Cheese. Oh, anyway.
I think you know.
I'm gonna try to move
They know
forward from it.
what we mean.
Really believe that Filipino food deserves a spotlight in the culinary world. We just need, I don't, again, I'm dumb. I don't know anything about culinary, but I think we gotta find a way on elevating it, because I know for a fact that, for example, places like the UK, I believe one of the recent top restaurant there is a Filipino food, for example.
really?
Yeah, because they just elevate it. We, as a society in the Philippines, we need to be more vocal with our own local stuff. But we're not going to touch base on that. It's too serious.
Maybe you can open a restaurant.
It's too much work. I don't know. I mean, a friend of mine even suggested, like, maybe because I always wanted to open a business, open a restaurant. Yes, sure. But it's not as easy as it sounds, no? Like, yeah. Have you been to a very, very good Italian place here? What's that laugh?
I don't think so. There was this time I was in this restaurant. This story just popped in my head. I was in this restaurant and I wanted a burrata. So burrata with a salad, I think. This arrived. We start eating. I open the burrata is a type of mozzarella, right? So I open it.
What? So fast? What?
Burrata is a type of mozzarella,
Oh, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I opened it, and usually burrata is very creamy inside, so it's really like liquid, I would say.
Yeah.
And I cut it in half, and I'm like, no. And then I felt so strongly. I called the waitress and I said, "This is not the burrata." And she was
Wait,
like,
I heard this story. I
Yes.
think.
It's in my repertoire,
Yeah.
let's say. This is not a burrata. And then she was like, oh, but yeah, this is like, what is it then? I was like, yeah, this is looks like a bufala, a mozzarella di bufala. This is another type.
Okay.
Or just a regular mozzarella, I don't know. It was a bit bigger, so, and then she was like, oh, okay. And I even have to, it's like, what is a burrata then? And then I had to Google and show photos. It was a bit awkward. I was like, yeah, sorry. And then
but
she
let's
went
be
back to the
fair.
chef.
Let's be fair. She's a waitress.
No, exactly. And then
Yeah.
she went back to the chef.
Yeah.
And then eventually it was like, yeah, I don't know what they say. I just changed dish.
Okay.
I said, yeah, well, if I need to, I don't know, let's say pay 15 euro, 17 euro, 20 euro for this dish, then serve me
It's gotta be
the dish, right?
It's gotta be the dish.
This is like top Italian, I don't know, experience, like really the temperament, right?
Yeah.
That's what I did. It's like, no, this is not, I stand for my country. This is not the food for my country. I was eating with other people. I was not alone, right?
Okay.
But I was like, guys, this is not a burrata. It's 8 years in the Netherlands, and this is like one of the
I
moments
also remember
where
we went to this
I had to
place.
fight for my country.
That's the very how do you call it? Nationalistic of you.
Yes.
We went to this place together where it's an Italian wine bar, I believe. You explained to me what are the small things and whatnot. But what I really love is those small risotto bitterball.
Arancini.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh, those are amazing. And then as we were eating it, you're explaining to me like, okay, it's good. This is how it's supposed to be done and all of that.
It's really delicious, yeah.
Yeah.
And usually a lot of people do that with risotto rice, that it's leftover from the day before.
Yeah.
So you can make that one.
But we always also have that as well. It's very homey in a sense that we always make sure that the fried rice that you make is not new.
Yeah.
Because fried rice thrive when they are from the night before.
Yeah.
So
I think
the
we are both
same.
from cultures that, okay, food is...
Nothing is waste.
No, exactly.
No, nothing is waste. And it will get better as we go, I don't know, after 3 days probably. But yeah, something
exactly.
like that.
You don't throw away
We're
food.
talking about now
Not
from-
at all.
What?
You don't throw away food. Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Try as much as possible to...
No, yeah.
To
Also, if you don't want to eat, there's always someone who eats it for you. I remember my dad, he always leaves the table last because he's waiting for us to be done.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna eat whatever left
Really?
over. Yeah, because for sure we're children. You pick things out, whatever.
And then you
And
just
then he will eat it.
leave what you don't like. And
Yeah.
then it's like, yeah, well, it's
Because
still
where
food.
is it going? It's going to waste.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna eat that. Yeah. And then now, as I
Yeah.
grow older, you realize like, yeah, why am I throwing things away?
I think same my grandma, she was saving everything. So and now you appreciate it because it's like, yeah, that's true. Why? Like, it's a
but it
waste,
takes
right?
time and age to get there.
Yeah. To appreciate.
Yeah, wait. How are we going? Oh, okay.
How long is it?
It's about 55 seconds. 55, 55 minutes so
Perfect.
far. So we've been talking about travel and food and I don't know anymore. I think it started with how are you? But
Well,
okay, but I would like to kind of
Yeah.
close it with do you have any recommendations for me in this, because we will see each other again in the next 2 weeks. You have the recommendation for me what to read, what to watch, or documentary
okay.
movies or something like that you've seen so far that is like, don't spoil, just one thing that you would recommend.
to read or to
Read,
to
whatever,
watch?
to read, to watch. Because right now, lately, I've been doing a lot of because I wanted to go back to just watching films randomly.
Yeah.
Not because I've seen the review or something, or whatever. I just want to get to know the films more because there's so many out there. I'm starting from the classics, so the older the better.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to watch older movies, good ones, Breakfast at Tiffany's. If
done.
you haven't, okay, that is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
so
that's
much.
very you though.
I think so. I
That's
love it.
very
I think
you, though.
it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Really top.
I really like old movies like Casablanca, for example.
I haven't watched that one, but I heard it so many times that.
But also, it's just I'm very interested in film. I always wanted to learn something more about videography, cinematography, and all of that. So it's very interesting to see the difference from the 50s to now, for example, 50s, 60s, 70s. They have something every time. And then my boyfriend and I recently watched Weapons.
Mm-hmm.
It's a horror film. I don't like horror films at all.
But this one you like.
But I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a try because the reviews and the comments from people are just very different. And I really like it. It's very nice. You should watch that. Weapons.
Yeah. The movie was Moneyball.
I've seen that.
Yeah. That's good.
Very good. That's very good. Yeah.
But I think you are really into movies.
Yeah, I really like
so
movies.
do you watch, like every week you watch one for sure? Or
We always watch together.
Yeah.
For sure. That's one. But recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, I started doing randomly while I'm cleaning the kitchen because I'm already in the living room. I just put something that I really wanted to start doing more of the films because I wanted to start to go back to the classics, watching the ones that are like people talk about that I still wanna do.
Have you watched The Never-Ending Story?
No. No.
Okay.
It's
also old when I was a kid.
Okay.
There's also a book. I have the DVD at home if you...
I don't have a player.
Yeah.
Who has the player now, Ali?
I know. It's so like maybe a computer with a CD player.
CD-ROM.
but
No one as well. My laptop doesn't have that
I
either.
don't have it anymore. So. But yeah, I have it. I think I found it at a second hand here in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I was like, I must have it. It's just like
Just for remembrance, even though you
never-ending
can't watch
story.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good one. I will not spoil.
Yeah,
I wonder if you
because
can
also
find
when
it.
back in the day, I was gonna say back in the day, that feels so old. When I was in college, I have a friend. Every time we see each other, we give each other a list of movies to watch.
That's a good one.
Also, does when I moved here, he also likes film. But the thing is, he has experience with film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Then he knows which ones are.
it's also
worth.
nice to spar with him in terms of these things, because
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just like how it looks, visually and also auditory or something like that. But yeah, anyway, never ending story.
And to read, because I've been starting so many books at the same time. I'm a bit restless, I have to say, because I think I'm reading 4 or 5 books at the same time. Maybe it's too much.
Yeah, but is your focus still in one? That's the question.
And the thing is that sometimes I read in the evening, or I try to read before going to sleep. And sometimes the books that I'm reading are a bit, they are about teaching you something. Or something to
so
learn
you need to be
somehow.
active as well.
Yeah, and I found, okay, I need to have something else. So I just picked up the other day another book that I bought actually in Paris, in the oldest bookstore.
Yeah.
The title is We'll Always Have Paris. I picked it up again, so I saw that I read, I think, 50 pages, so I'm just starting over. And
because
that's
I
more
assume you
of a-
forgot about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But I'm also switching between Italian books and English books. I also have some Dutch books. I read 2 Italian books recently. So they were also good ones. I can't remember the title though. I'm gonna give it to
I'm
you
not gonna
behind
read
the
it
scenes.
anyway. It's Italian.
No,
What
but
do
I
you
think it's
want?
translated. I
Okay.
think it's translated. Yes. You can try if you want to pick up a new challenge.
No, I need to do
That's-
that with Dutch first, and then the rest will follow.
And you said weapons. That's a good one.
Weapons for the movie. Just look at it because I look at it not in an entertainment only kind of perspective.
Learning
I look at
more.
I look at their technique, how they
Yeah.
film, the actors, they also act differently. To me, the audio in Weapons is the most interesting part for
Okay.
some reason, because horror
music.
films, thrillers, you
Yeah.
always have this very, how do you call it? You already know how would it sound like.
Yeah, to be the stereotype.
But with Weapons, that's the biggest, very
It's
oddly
surprising.
satisfying in a sense
Yeah.
to me, that they don't really romanticize that this is a horror film, like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's scary.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, so that Weapons. Read, right now I'm reading A Little Life. Oh,
Yeah.
it's heartbroken.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because also
But in a good way.
in a good way. I already picked up the book years ago, but it's very thick.
Yeah.
So I never really got in the chance to sit down with it and actually
It's not the
read
first
it.
one that you would pick from your
Yeah.
library. And
Yeah,
then
because again, it's kind of like, oh, it's too thick. I don't know what's inside. I want something easy to read, because I also read before bed.
Yeah.
I always try to read before bed. No phones, no whatever. All over the internet, these videos that are like, this is me first day reading A Little Life. Then after that, this is me after reading A Little Life. And then they're sobbing.
Oh no.
They're crying. And then I'm like, oh, it's not going to be that bad.
I'm not gonna be
And
like
then
that.
colleagues of mine see like, oh, you're reading that. Good luck. Why? You're gonna be heartbroken. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm already at the part where it feels like it's going somewhere.
you
So
have a
I'm like
knot in
bracing myself. So I'm like, okay, if this is not it, then there should be something. So yeah, A Little Life.
So always keep a box of tissues
Yeah.
by your.
Yeah, snot papers.
Yes,
whatever.
exactly.
So yeah,
Interesting. Yeah.
we've been talking for an hour now. So
Oh wow, that's.
let's do a closing quick fire.
Yes, because we also have that, and this is a bit more cultural.
Do you want to go first?
Okay, I'm gonna go first. Marsh, stroopwafel or poffertjes?
Profitjes.
Poffertjes.
Poffertjes. Because stroop has R.
Yes.
Poffertjes.
Yes? Oh,
Yes.
me too. Always split the bill with a tikkie. Fine or annoying?
Always annoying. If it's always, annoying.
That's okay.
If it's always, if it,
Yeah.
you know,
Every now and
I
then.
don't know.
Okay, annoying.
Sorry.
Well, next one. Circle birthday parties. Cozy or awkward?
Cozy, because we have the same actually.
In the Philippines.
Yeah.
I was also thinking about it when I came across this,
Mhm.
right? And I think it depends. It depends on the type of birthday party.
Yeah, because also I think I'm the type of person that I will not put people all together if I know they're not gonna be great
Getting along
together.
or something, yeah.
For example, I will not put in the
From
same table.
From different groups.
Yeah,
let's say.
exactly. I think I would do it like that. So I don't know.
Okay. Raincoat or umbrella? What kind of girl are you?
Right now,
Yeah.
raincoat. When I moved to the Netherlands, raincoat. Not because I wanted to, but it's just when I'm using umbrella, I felt very embarrassed and weird.
Why?
I don't see much people using umbrellas. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because the way of saying is you're not made of sugar. So
Yeah, they always
it's
have.
like, no, sometimes you just need the
I
umbrella.
rarely see people wearing umbrellas. They always have their raincoats, or sometimes even walking normally without anything. It's
Yeah.
just rain.
It just rain. That's
I
true.
think, yeah.
Oh, we can
But as
get
a
an entire
person-
episode
Yeah.
about this.
But as a person, I'm an umbrella person
Yeah.
because I can also use it for sun.
Oh,
Which
yeah, that's true.
a different episode.
That's true. Okay, the last one from me: hagelslag or pindakaas.
No,
Neither.
okay, if it's between the two of those two, pindakas probably.
Okay.
Hagelslag, I'm not fond of. It's just candy, it seems to me. Or you put
Yeah,
something
never-
on top of the ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. A topping.
Yeah.
It's a
And
topping.
then pindakas, I say I don't know because their pindakas here is unsweetened. In the Philippines, it's sweet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought okay,
Another
yeah, that's
episode.
true.
Okay. For me, Sinterklaas or Christmas?
Christmas. Sorry.
Okay. Market or supermarket?
I like the market, I have to say, but
Yeah.
I don't do that often enough.
Albertine or Jumbo?
Ah. Okay, I'm going more to the Jumbo.
Okay.
Albertine has its perks,
Okay.
but Jumbo.
That's very
It's
odd.
a
I
bit-
love Jumbo, but
Yeah.
I'm going to Albertine because it's the closest.
Yeah, for me it's the
Yeah.
closest to Jumbo.
Yeah. Okay. North or south of the Netherlands?
Ah. I mean, we live in the south, so south.
Cycling or using public transportation?
Cycling.
Cycling.
If
Okay.
I have to choose, I would have my own car, but it's so expensive.
Yes. Yes.
Which I kind of have a love-hate relationship with with bike
Mm-hmm.
because it's so easy. You can get everywhere whenever you want. Like so much freedom. You can drop
Yeah.
the bike
But
everywhere.
also the country is built for that.
Yes, right. But when it's raining or it's very windy, it's
Then that's where being local comes in.
yes.
It just shows that we
It's
are
still-
not local
I'm
enough.
still like struggling every time. Like if I come home or if I get to a place and it's like it was so difficult to get here, especially if you're carrying something.
Yeah.
Last weekend I was doing groceries and then like the
Again,
sky
you
was
overloaded.
overloaded
Yeah.
my bike.
Yeah.
And the sky was so gray, was so dark, it was coming. Like
Yeah.
the rain was coming. I was like, I'm gonna be fast. I'm gonna make it. No. No. Halfway I had to take shelter somewhere.
Yeah. But also that's also again a good thing, I guess. It rains just a little bit and then it
Yeah.
stops.
But then I was like, okay, there's just a little moment where I can bike and maybe I will make it home.
Yeah.
I will make it in time. No. No.
That's
So
also
I was
very,
soaked.
also very
soaked.
Dutch. It's very unpredictable. So you gotta be.
I mean, when you made it home, the first minutes I'm so cranky, so mad, annoyed,
But
and then
also-
after a few minutes, then maybe you take a shower, you took off your wet clothes, and then you're like, okay, I did it. I eventually have groceries. I can eat.
Also,
tonight.
you're like, oh, I'm proud. I did
Yes,
it.
yes, I did it, right? So I can tell the story but
Yeah.
no, like the moment that you are on the bike in that in the rain and actually it was also a bit thunder.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was like,
No, but that's the thing. I never cycle because I only cycle going to the grocery, which is 3 minutes
Yeah.
cycle. And if it's raining, I'm gonna call someone. Can you
Yeah.
pick me up? It's raining. That's also,
So
I
that's
think,
a bit
it's
easier.
also very different because I don't live in the city. You live in a very cyclable area.
Yep.
I don't. That sounds, I don't know how it
A
sounds.
good ending, I guess.
I don't know how it sounds yet.
Yes,
We'll see
but
how
I'm
it
happy.
goes.
I'm proud of our.
It feels
Freestyle
It
today.
feels calmer
Yeah.
or easier because
We can talk.
I think it shows, but we are very nervous every time.
I think maybe this one a bit less.
Yeah, for
No?
sure. But
It's
anyway,
still new, right? And
Yeah,
just
it's still
the
very new.
fifth
It's
episode,
5, come
so
on. So yeah, I think that's it. Again, thank you so much for
watching and for
watching,
hearing.
for being here, whatever platform you guys
Yeah.
are watching us, and just
It's really appreciate it.
yeah, especially now that the
Really?
episode is just super random.
Curious on the outcomes.
Yeah, very, very curious. Also for us, I think it will be surprising when
Yeah.
we're doing the editing and everything. Surprising.
So that's great. So thank you again for being here today, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Doei. Doei.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Let me see this. Let's show this. See, it looks just fun.
I love
It is just
it.
fun.